Okay, I have no idea if this is going to work, but my old computer could not record high loops without crashing. And this one doesn't actually seem to be lagging, so I'm gonna try to just record a full loop and we'll go from there. So please forgive my keyboard, this game requires you to press a billion buttons. But right now I'm on loop 19 of Impossible. It's a run that I've had going for over a day now. You can thankfully save in this game. I haven't just been playing for like a full day, but yeah, it's quite hectic, and they've made looping harder. So basically, high loops are now legitimately more difficult. The start of the game is easier, so like actually getting to those loops is easy, but getting the right econ to keep up the loops is another story entirely. Now right now I'm avoiding going into that hut, I'm avoiding going into the shop because I want 2 weapons before I go into the hut, so that there's the chance of getting a power-up offered, and I want to have explored the hut before I do the shop because I might be able to deplete the item pool. So basically if I deplete the item pool, then they won't get offered in the shop, and ideally, if I'm far enough through the pool, I'll have exhausted every possible item that can spawn, and then the game will think there's not enough items to actually fill up the shop, and it'll give me a couple of free slots. The reason I do that is to make it easier to clear out the shop, because clearing the shop gives you, well, it gives you 1 upgrade, basically. So you can upgrade a power-up, and then at the end of the run I'll have to sacrifice, I believe currently it'd be 21, it's either 21 or 22 things that I'd have to sacrifice. So getting an extra 1 is pretty impactful. Now there's no extra weapon here, so I guess I will actually have to go to the shop. So that means that I want to kill this boss first. Ideally I'll get an upgrade that I can fully complete, and that'll drop an item which can reduce the shop stock. So we're playing for maximum econ. It's not the way that makes me the strongest for any given loop. But if you... The back shield is still incredibly good. But basically if you play for full econ, the game becomes a little bit harder, but in exchange, you progressively get stronger than you would otherwise. Now the mix of the stomp power-ups and having the back shield is just super good. The idea is that whenever a shot's flying to you, you just quickly swerve the back shield over to it, and that includes lasers like that emerald one. Here I'm just trying to use the stomps off cooldown to kill these a little bit faster, and use reloads constantly as well as jumping constantly so that I get emerald anti-curse flying as fast as I can. It's not always the right strategy, but here, where I'm just trying to kill them as fast as I can, it's pretty good. So, none of these are actually what we want. Banana reload's probably the best here. Now sometimes you have to make the choice between, do you want a power-up to upgrade, or do you want to just not upgrade a certain power-up so that you get the option of completely discarding at the end of the loop? Because the way the game spawns in items, you can't get upgrades and item spawns in the same slot. So yeah, here I've depleted 1 shop slot, and that's because I waited until the end of the stage. So now I can buy out the shop for like 30 cheaper. And just little optimizations like that are what get you through a run more effectively. I have cleared out everything here. Now I'll just go for rat slippers. Basically the idea is that I don't necessarily get anything from maxing that other power up, and it's actually one that I might want to get back down to 0. So it's better to get an actual good power-up upgraded. I think I want to drop the Void Shot here so that I can have a chance of sacrificing the other stuff. Grenade Bullet Lotion is, as far as I can tell, run-endingly bad. I think it's the worst power-up in the game unless they've changed anything about it. And this run's going too well to ever want to risk that, so I'm not picking up Grenade Bullet Lotions ever, and if I do, I probably lose the run. It's just a terrible item. Again, unless they buffed it. Maybe they buffed the hell out of it, but I don't think they were going to, based on the talks that I've had with them before, and based on what other community members could say. I failed that challenge. I forgot it was red light, green light. I'm still very new to the challenges, so that part of the game is going to take some getting used to. But being dropped to no health doesn't really do anything, because I saved a full health, so no big deal. I do think I'd rather have the Bone Rattler just to have something long range. probably doesn't matter too much, but the Battle Pult's just... It's basically a worse version of the Void Shot, so why bother? Where was that full health at? Oh, it's one screen higher. There we go. And honestly, even if you do take a ton of damage, like, there's 3 health dropped from the boss, the most damage you can take in a hit is 3, so it doesn't really matter anyways. Okay. Now in here, there is still the chance of grenade bullet lotion dropping. Is there anything else that can? Don't think so. I'm gonna do this first, just so that we can see if we can get rid of the bullet lotion, which we can. So I'll take this. It should spawn none bullet lotion, or it might glitch because the game does not handle having a lot of items well. Oh, I was missing fire boots too, or crab boots, whatever the hell they are. Oh, that's good. I'm pretty sure even after I take this, the bullet lotion's still removed from the pool until another screen, so I can safely just do that. If I'm mistaken, then I'll find out here, so I'd rather just know. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't think about the fact that it could spawn another of these. Okay. Well, that's all good. It's another full health, it's fine. And even if the bullet lotion wasn't in the pool, it would have just spawned one of these with 3 none outcomes, because that thing... It doesn't have a replacement power-up for having nuns as an option. So, there's really no difference in having picked that up or not there. Now, the good news is, this has spawned in a bullet lotion, which means that if I go to a shop right now, it's going to have only upgrades and weapons, and then other slots are going to be nuns. And so nuns in a shop are left blank, so you get cheaper shop clears. So that means even with, like, whatever money I have on this floor, there's a decent chance of clearing the shop. This time stop thing is really good, by the way. Lets you reposition pretty effectively. Or I guess I wouldn't say really good, but it's really nice to have. Okay. These are both bad, but shards are fine. Never want to take a weapon. I mean, the weapon's the worst possible thing, I guess. Well, the weapon or heals are just pointless. There's no benefit to taking those most of the time. Should be done, yep. Okay. Yeah, so the grenade bullet lotion does keep everything else as nuns. That's good. It's kind of nice that the game keeps a global count of what power-ups are spawned in that stage, because it lets you kind of rig your outcomes a bit by just playing around it. That is unfortunate. The gun's pretty decent, but it's never worth paying health for a gun, nor is it ever worth paying a power-up for a gun. You just... Only gun for gun swaps allowed. Only shards again? Okay. To be perfectly honest, I still have no idea what the Voidling challenge actually does. Maybe if you're not on loops yet, it makes Voidlings spawn anyways, I don't really know. But, wow, what the hell? We've got a Void Piercer, a Void Shot, and a Long Shot. There's a very stacked loadout here. I don't know if they've buffed the Long Shot yet, I wonder. Because that thing was kind of trash, but... I don't know. It's really hard to tell at this point because the screen's so cluttered, but if you get it earlier in a run, maybe you could find out. Having Cloudy Dodge is nice there. If I'd screwed up my timing, I could have saved it. Oh, that's instantly damaged. Okay. I've been playing too much Gungeon, so Poison and Gungeon takes some time to apply. This is not Gungeon, clearly. Let's see. I might as well just stomp this Genji because I have all my stomps up. Should be dead. This is, in my opinion, easily the most impactful boss in the game. That thing's shots, like, they can come at you from off screen without much warning. So you kind of have to always play around it at all times. And it makes things a little bit scary. I mean, if you get multiple of them, it can really screw you over. The Ant Queen used to be the hardest boss, but that's because it's, like, its visual cue was faster than human reaction time. So they've since changed that, but you had to use the audio cue for the Ant Queen before, and if your audio glitched, you wouldn't be able to dodge its attack. So I'm glad they changed that. They nerfed Ant Queen like a year ago or something. And now this skull, whatever, is the hardest boss. That one was just entirely my fault. I don't know why I let myself get hit there. I should have just bounced off of a button or bounced off the boss and then Cloudy dodged off the screen, but whatever. There is still a full health back at the spawn, so no matter what mistakes I make, it's irrelevant, basically. Wait, isn't this the third house? Okay. Really, just shards again? That's too bad. Just want to make sure to have buttons nearby when you need them. Okay, cool, we're done. Did I pick up the shards already? I'm going to assume that I did. Although, wait, no, if I did 3 shard challenges... Oh, okay, never mind, 179. Thought it said 159, maybe it just took a while to pick them up. Or maybe I did pick them up and hadn't noticed. Okay, so the bottom 2 places are the last pillar and the shop. Just gonna go there. If this was an earlier loop, I'd be trying to force the pillars to break every single time. But it's not, so we don't have to do that anymore, which is kind of nice. And this mothership power-up basically makes it impossible to anyways. So, no sense in bothering. Yeah, sure, I'll pick up a health, why not? So just... I don't think there's any way I can reduce the shop options any further. Yeah, so we're good. By 2. King. Sure, why not? Why would you ever do that? Trade max health for full what? Like, that's just... I have no idea what situation you would possibly want to do that in. Even if you're at like 1 health, you'd rather just play around dodging everything, and if you screw up, then run's dead, but if you don't, then at least you haven't sabotaged your own run by just wasting max health. That's like trading away 2 power-ups for a full heal. It's just terrible. Okay. The bosses are vulnerable now, so the idea is going to be I want to kill them in a room that has a leftover power-up. Oh, did I not break that wall? There we go. The reason I want to kill them in a room with a leftover power-up is that if it goes into the void, it'll make the grenades not be in the pool of possible void drops. Okay, it's always this chalice, right? The button's pretty nice too, but the chalice is just too good to pass up. What are we looking for then? Is there... bottom left, huh? Cause okay, I don't know if it's a glitch. The corrupted one, I've had one become a regular one. It could also be that there was just a regular one and I didn't see it. I think that's unlikely, but it's possible. Oh, this was starting room, wasn't it? Was it? Wait, it showed a boss. Ah, it's starting room. Does it recover both guns? Oh, it does. That's cool. Okay. Then we have to try with the corrupted one and just hope, I guess. I suppose either way, even if it's corrupted, it's not like I'm taking the grenades anyways, so it's fine. Hopefully all 3 bosses. Good, we got all 3. Get the stomps on both of them while they're there, might as well. And just keep the back buckler to any potential projectiles. Avoid the spaghetti lasers. Be good. The back buckler is still absolutely insane, and I hope no longer underrated. I remember before, we did like a community tier list thing, and it was a lot of fun. It was with like Abby, Deep Rock, and Pike. But the one thing I found interesting was they all thought the back buckler was terrible, and I still think it's one of the best items in the game. I think it's one of the only like must-have items. Because if you get multiple emerald dudes, or multiple of these Skogr guys, the back buckler can save you from like otherwise unwinnable situations. If you screw up and put yourself into an area where there's multiple waves of projectiles that just desync with your jump, you can use the back buckler to save it. So I think it's like just insanely good, really. But there wasn't ever any love for it before, so maybe now. This is super good. I don't know when they added this power-up, but I absolutely love it. And we're carrying through some stuff into the anti-void, so that's nice. Okay. That's good. That's very good. We will always take that. There's no power-ups, so early in a run this thing is really nice. You always want to see that. But later in a run, it's bad. That's a shame, actually. I think I fed that twice, so one of the spawns was a nun. If it spawns a nun, then you don't get anything for it. Coffee is absolutely atrocious as power-ups go, so try to sacrifice that whenever we can and never want to upgrade it, because it's just bad. It just gets you hit. Even if it gets you hit like once every 10 runs, that's still too many times. You don't want to be getting hit because of your power-ups. No matter how much power they're giving you, it's not worth it in exchange. Unless it was like Isopod hurts you or something, but if it's not generating econ, there's no reason for it to be detrimental. They could have, for all I know, buffed coffee so that it doesn't, like, send enemies everywhere, but... or so that it doesn't land until your jumps have finished. I'm not sure. If they have, then I take it all back and it's fine, but I doubt it. Considering the community thought coffee was really good, I'd be surprised if they ever buff it. Just want to stomp it on there while we're at it. Pretty easy boss selection this time too, so we'll just use that. Back buckler if needed. That was not a laser, that was a roll. Cool, we got our chance to go through. That's probably not worth taking, I'll just grab the ammo. And I do want to get as much money here as possible too, there's no sense in wasting econ, so I'm just going to clear out as many enemies as I can before this room ends. Good, I think that's about it. Moving down. It's the last room. Unfortunately, we didn't get another weapon to sacrifice, but what can you do? It's gonna freeze time. I'm gonna get spaghetti lasered, but that doesn't really matter. Oh, that was bad on my part, though. I should have known that was expiring and just not run headfirst into it. Okay. Yeah, there's no weapons anywhere, was there? There's not. Okay. So this is the most important part of a high loop run, is this section. You always want to get rid of your weapon. 100% of the time, weapons are free sacrifices. And now the next most important thing is looking at what are your key, like, run-defining power-ups. Where are they? And don't get rid of them, right? So top left right now, you see the movement speed boosts. And then we're looking for isopods, so it's at the bottom right along with homing bullets. So those are just 100% avoid those sections. Now, that's tricky because above isopod, you can see all of those like one-of companions and items and stuff. I don't think those are starred, right? Are they? Oh no, they are. Okay. Kind of have to wait for it to rotate around when you have so many power-ups. Now, bottom left, these are safe picks. You see that doesn't have any stars, that doesn't have any stars. And the reason I try to prioritize ones that are either no stars or don't scale too hard is because if you have an item with no stars and you get rid of it, it appears back in the item pool. So instead of having to sacrifice upgrades, which you only get a few of each run, you're sacrificing power-ups, which you get multiple spawns of. So as far as high loop strategy goes, you want to stack your really impactful power-ups and then never sacrifice them. And then like ones that are just so-so, you can afford to sacrifice a couple. And then your bad power-ups, you want to get to 1 and then throw them away. And then get another 1 and throw it away, and so on. Okay, so that's about as much as I can do on that left area. Is there any other obvious one? I see a flame bullet at the bottom right, but it's next to a couple of really good power-ups, so I don't think that's worth it. I think we're just gonna do anywhere in the left side. That was actually really lucky. And sometimes you just have to be patient. Like right now, I can't aim at that bottom right thing because it can bounce and hit the movement speeds. Is there anything else that's obvious? Top left, there's some bad ones and there's back buckler. I just don't want to hit the back buckler, but any of those is fine otherwise. I hit homing bullets! I'm the worst player in the world! Okay, wow. Well, I lost a stack of one of the best items in the game. That was really bad. That was like super poor play. Basically, losing a stack of homing bullets probably sets me back like 2 loops of progress, right? Because with so many power-ups, the odds of hitting an impactful upgrade are really low. So the idea now is that instead of picking up power-ups, I'm going to wait until the end of a stage, get the upgrade to spawn, clear out a shop, get an upgrade to spawn there as well, and then if I've upgraded my homing bullets by then I can pick up the power-ups. Otherwise I have to really think about, do I want to pick up the power-ups yet, or do I want to play around homing bullets? I just jumped into a bullet because I'm a doofus, but that's okay. We do have 2 weapons, so might as well. Okay, good, there's an upgrade. Upgrades are the best thing you can find, usually. If you're early in a run, max health is, unless there's just a guaranteed impactful power-up. Like, I mean really impactful though, like isopod or movement speed levels of power. I've never seen this item. Huh. Wonder if there's any gimmicks to it or anything. I probably should have put Flumple on the ground, actually. Yeah, and that's why. My best weapon, and it's a goner, but... Okay. So this decision comes down to where you are with the loop. So because I'm early in the loop, there's a lot of stuff in the power-up pool. It's fine to just take one of these and then leave the power-up. I shouldn't have actually picked up that other power-up, by the way. I think if I leave this area with a power-up spawned, it'll stay, right? That's my understanding with the current patch. So like, those turrets, they should still be here if I leave. Yeah, good. Okay. So one of the interesting things is that you kind of play half with your minimap and half without. So like, with all of the clutter, you can't always tell what's happening. So for positioning jumps when there's not like buttons that you're trying to land on, I find it's easier to play by looking just at the minimap. And then when you're going to use a button, you jump on it. And of course when you're going to land, you also look back at the main screen just so that you don't land into bullets. But otherwise, the minimap is the clearest way. So this is the shop. I do want to get as many things out of the item pool as possible still. So I'm going to do that first. Okay. Sorry about opening the Steam thing there. Might as well just open this. Good, another upgrade. Okay. hopefully, I can get back my homing to full. Homing bullets scales really hard to upgrades, and so you want to keep those and not sacrifice them like a doofus. Okay, those are atrocious, but at least they're out of there. And now same thing, I'm early on enough in a run that I actually do want to max this upgrade, spawn the item. And then we'll see what it is. Okay. So, again, leaving the item here, and then at the end I'll go back and collect them. Just so that there's a higher chance of hitting homing bullets on upgrade tables. It's like a marginally higher chance, right? But it's something. And I feel like Voidigo is, when you first play Voidigo, it's a bullet hell about trying to dodge everything. And then once you've learned that, Voidigo is like an economy simulator, right? So you are trying to min-max everything if you want to loop impossible far. Where it's no longer about like dodging and stuff. I mean, it still is, but that's like the underlying concept. But the big challenge comes from trying to manage what items you're getting, what drop tables you're hitting, and how reliably you're getting power-ups that you need. And I think it's quite fun. I know that's not for everyone, but it's a big part of why I like these high loop runs. There is still ammo management, but to a much lower extent. I mean, once you've mastered ammo management, you're just playing around based on your upgrades and using your stomps and reloads. So there's not much to it. Except for at the very start of a game, actually. The very start of a game, you can get screwed by ammo, so it's a different story entirely, I suppose. We are sticking here, and the reason is it has this garbage thing with like 3 power-ups that I would never take for the sacrifices that they're asking. And so we're gonna bring it into the anti-void. And again, it just increases the chance of actual useful power-ups spawning earlier, so that I can get that garbage table rolling faster. Just back shield out of safety if you ever need to. Cloudy dodge is still very good. I thought that was homing bullets for a second, I don't know. Huh. It's just the turret. Okay. And again, just popping the stomps for the heck of it. It's not like it's a speed run or anything, there's no need to try to kill as fast as possible, but just might as well, right? Okay, so, thing is dead. First we see, are there any upgrades that would spawn power-ups? The answer is no. I'm just gonna grab this bat bullet one. Right? Next up, I go to the shop, we deplete whatever we can, and if I can empty the shop, which I should be able to, then that's another upgrade. So let's check the shop. Okay, cool. So I've depleted, like, all of the power-up pool, basically. This is gonna actually waste bonus power-up, then, if I've depleted the pool. There shouldn't be anything out of there, yeah. Okay, but then we finish the shop, and there is a chance of homing bullets upgrade. Didn't get it. What are these sides? Might as well. Okay. Again, these things, so they would spawn a power-up. Oh, you can do this multiple times, nice. Yes, please. Many as you got, thank you. The reason I don't want to upgrade the grenade here is I want it to be a one-of so that I can sacrifice it and put it back in the pool. So, we'll just take the bat reload anyways. It's gonna waste this, but that doesn't really matter too much. And you still get the money for it, so whatever, right? Okay, Thumper's good. This thing's good. Now we have to go back and collect all of the power-ups. So, there's one here, and then the rest are in that bottom room. I really don't know which is better between any of these, so we'll just go by rarity. I don't really play around the beacon too much, but I know some people love doing that, so fair amount, more power to you. Okay, this thing's gonna get dragged in with us, so that's good. Now the only other option here, right, is if you want to, like, this is a good power-up, and it gets rid of 3 stacks of a bad one, right? So if I do this, then it does, at the end of a loop, make 1 more power-up that can appear in the pool. And at this point in the run, with 20-something sacrifices, I think that's actually probably worth doing. So now that it's the very end, I'll trade that. Hadn't considered that before, when I parked the portal here. So I guess my point about getting rid of the grenade lotion is kind of moot. It's going to appear here anyways, but if not for that option, that would be good. Okay, sure, I guess we can do that. That's fine. Is there anything I stand to gain from this? Yeah, I think there's a chance of upgrades. I don't know how high the chance is. Okay, cool. And yeah, it's too late in the run to be trading max health for power-ups now, so I'm not going to. There's just no power-ups that I would need before the end of a run that I wouldn't get anyways. Okay. Nothing special in this room. Hopefully I get another weapon. I'd like to get one before having to go to shop. Nice, that's lucky. Very lucky. Okay, should be everything. Just gonna loop around for the money real quick. There we go. Cool. Still kind of funny how good Hurricane Soul is too. The fact that it lets you jump on these void guys is just fantastic. Such a good item. Wow, this is actual garbage. Okay. I'll do one anyways for the fun of it. As far as progression bonuses, the only one is at the end you get that, like, corrupted trade. Yes. The actual reward is just pointless, really. Cool, we're done. Great. Any weapon trade? Yes, that one. Does it recycle these into the pool if I immediately take it? I think it would, right? So I think it's better to drop the breacher with that, and then just, like, go back and collect that later. Because this way it keeps those other power-ups out of the pool for now. I don't know if I've quite exhausted the pool. I feel like there's maybe still 1 or 2 more. It's almost exhausted though, at the very least. So it won't go in the shop just yet either. Okay. Might as well just spawn everything in, why not, right? Who cares? Oh, whoops, I thought I would hit that, but I think I walked into a wall and killed my momentum first, so my bad. Moving the back shield around just in case, you never know. Okay, cool. Sure, why not? Free money. Okay. Can I have a leisurely stroll around the outside here? Okay, whatever. So that is the pool depleted now. So I can go back. Hello, fellows. I should probably get rid of some of this ammo too, huh? Okay. Let's check out the shop. Cool. Okay, well it's not our homing bullets back, but at least it's this one back. I did trade off a part of it at the end. It's not like super high impact, but it's nice to have. Okay, I can safely put that back, put this on. And I can also now do this trade. And that way, if a Protectus boot would spawn, then I actually get it. And we'll have the pool cleared again. So there will only be two things left, only the mothership and grenade lotion. At this point, a single power-up thing clears the stock. Just run down, okay, that doesn't break that, I see. Does it make sense? The bullets do arc in a trajectory, so they wouldn't hit the wall immediately. So the rebeamer is the best weapon I've got right now, because it can break walls. Is that everything? That's everything. Last pillar's here. Hopefully we get a sarcophagus too, that would be cool. If not, that's fine. I guess I don't want to kill these here. I want to go to this corrupted one. Had a case of the earlier in a run, that would be a really good find, but we're not early in a run, so it does nothing. Here we go. So if I can... Oh, that's probably worth it, isn't it? That's gotta be worth it. I didn't even notice that. Okay. In that case, I don't really... Do I need the mothership gone? I don't think I do, right? Because it'll be freeze icon, mothership, grenade lotion? Or was there anything else I was missing? My memory's apparently very short term. Maybe there was one more. I don't know. Well, just in case, I should move it down, huh? We'll take them down here, we'll respawn these. Can they come into this room, actually? Or do they have to go where there's a beacon? Do they have to go where there's a beacon? Okay. My bad, if that's the case. I'm not really familiar with new layouts still. I've played way too much on the old layout, where it was like every map had 6 things in a circle around a center point. It's no longer the case, so... We'll just camp out here. It's got a beacon, so it's guaranteed the bosses can come here. Break this just in case. Also, if you're ever wondering why there's not as many shots coming out where they should be, I just have the particles set really low so that the game doesn't freeze. Otherwise, the game is really graphics intensive with all this stuff going on. So, even on the highest end rigs available, It just lags. Okay. Not bad. I think... Yeah, that's good, that's good. Which one's better? Definitely the snake boot. We'll take the snake boot, it'll spawn a power-up thing, and we'll get to see what the pool was. Okay, cool. Now that is useful for me, but I'm gonna have to bring it into the anti-void first so that it'll add the grenade and the mothership to its roles. And then there's a... Actually, no, wait, no, do I care about that too much? Maybe I want the mothership. Okay, we'll just do that then. I guess having the chance of the mothership is not terrible, even if there's the chance of the grenades. It's fine. It's always a take. If you can trade a bad power-up or one that doesn't define your run for health, you just always do it. It's a very good thing. This is also always a take, because upgrades are really impactful. Please give me homing. Unfortunate. Fire's good, though. I only had one fire this run? Wow, that's surprising. I think I commented on that at the end of the loop, actually. But I don't think I've ever sacrificed a fire. I think I just only ever found one fire level. Okay. Gotta find a weapon before I can actually use that building. That's convenient, thank you, game. Anything good? Max health is pretty good. We'll take it. Very good, actually. I shouldn't just say pretty good. Nice. So we get our max health, we'll get our option to trade for the mothership with a grenade. Or the thing that I sacrificed, whatever that was. I think poison turret or something. Oh, I'm still missing Protectus boot. Cool. I do still want the mothership to spawn, so I'll take the boot. That's fine. Only problem of having only a melee weapon is you can't reload it. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just gonna have to play at a detriment for the time being. Sacrifices must be made in the pursuit of econ. Okay. Just gonna let the boss spawn first. Oh wait, that was only one beacon. I don't know why I thought I had two. Okay. That shop I can't afford to go into yet. There's too many things in the pool right now, so it wouldn't have those empty slots. I need to find the other hut first. Okay, good. Nice, it's pony. Any money down there? Nope. Okay. Well, if that's the end of this room, then we'll just try to find another weapon still. Now, as far as the question of does having a weapon going into a dungeon take priority, or does entering the shop after the dungeon take priority, it's better to enter the shop after a dungeon, even if it means sacrificing a power-up, only because it's this late in the run. If it was at a point in the run where I wouldn't deplete the pool, then I would not do that. but because we're at like 20 something, well 20 loops now, it's better to do that. Back shield saves me having to do anything there, otherwise I'd have to cloudy dodge to survive that without taking damage. Let's see, we've got the other house here. Let's check if there's a weapon first, just in case. Oh, there's two houses. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Again, just what a stupid trade. Like, why would you ever take that? Oh, wait, what power-up dropped there? There was a power-up. Although it's a sacrifice one. Okay. Oh, there's money still. Nice. Cool. Looking good. Weapons out of durability, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. Just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Now, gotta go back and enter that hut. Oh, there was an ammo here as well. I didn't realize that. There's two. I'm just blind. I might as well pick them up anyways, right? It's not like I'm gonna need it for anything else, so we'll grab it. Good stuff. Ah, okay, never mind. That's never happening. And these are both terrible. So I might as well just take the second weapon here. With only a melee weapon, I have to be careful around the fanboys there. They're a little hazardous in melee range. At least from my lack of experience with them. Usually I have a ranged weapon for it. Anyway, are we still reviving here? Are we all good? We're good, okay. No. Would I take that? Just so that it can spawn the boot? Does that ever matter? Maybe it does. Yeah, wait, okay. Because doing this will make this house have the potential of a sacrifice option as well. If I didn't have this other house, I would never take that, by the way. But just gonna play it really safe here. Cool. I love the toucan slice. Like, just the animation for its attacks is so cool. Wait. Oh, okay. But what about the grenade? Wait. Why did it not recycle the grenade? Where did that go? What? Yeah, wait, I don't understand. How did that... There should be a grenade in the loot pool. Is that not a possible drop from the regular rarity things? Can it not drop legendaries? Or did the game just glitch again? I know the loot pool has had glitches at high loops always, so it could just be one of those. He's dead, so it's free now. Okay. Then after this, we'll go check out the shop. Hopefully it gives an upgrade that I can max. Like, if it does, then I can at least make sure that that grenade... Okay, good. I'll max this out, just for the sake of seeing if the grenade will spawn. Because I don't want that appearing in the shop. No? I really hope that there's a reason for that. Was there a grenade that I just, like, missed? It doesn't look like it though, right? There's a power-up station there. There's the bottom, and there's that plus. I don't know where the grenade could be. I hope it doesn't just appear in the shop. That would suck. Okay, thank goodness. Cool. Rat loot is really good. So even though it doesn't really make sense to max a power up here, I think it's worth just taking rat loot. It's one of those power-ups that it's nice to have maxed because it speeds up your run. These are all good. Wait, snored? That's new. It's a hell of an attack speed. Okay, we'll just do this though. Having weapons that I can reload is just better. Might as well do it. And I'll pick up the healths to heal companions. I don't remember if they get healed on going into anti-void, so I'll just do this. Okay. There we go. I'm also not sure if Incinerator is still the best gun in the game. It was for a very long time. Might not be anymore, who knows? Okay. Always take that. This kinda... I don't know, is that worth? I don't know if I want Gloppy to be one of my sacrifice ones. I mean, companions are so impactful, right? I think I'd rather just try to upgrade the companions. I've got enough max health at this point. So there's still one good power-up left in the pool, we'll just hope for it here. Okay. Didn't get it, but Boring Bazooka is a really good alternative thing. Oh, I forgot to take that turret. Does that follow me? I don't know if it does. I hope it does. Nice. We'll take that. And we'll just run through here. Okay. I'm pretty sure the zapper's actually good, but this shotgun is nice too, so... I'm just gonna stick with the shotgun to break walls more efficiently. I think at this point in the run, breaking walls is better than killing enemies fast. Because I don't need to worry about ammo efficiency. And as long as I play properly, I shouldn't be taking damage too often anyways. I know I took one right there because I'm an idiot, but I just missed the back shield, so that's on me. Gonna be healed by the beacon anyways, unless moving off the screen doesn't heal you. Maybe it doesn't. That's an interesting interaction. Can you not leave too quickly? I guess I have to stay on for a little bit. There we go. Weird. Very weird. Unless I got hit after I hit the beacon. Maybe I did. My memory is not trying to handle that stuff short term. Okay. And again, just killing things for the little scraps of money, because every little bit gets us closer to an extra power-up or extra upgrade. Even if it only adds like a few each loop, maybe you get like 5 more crystals a loop or something, that really adds up, right? Over the course of like 10 loops, that's an extra upgrade. So, can't underestimate it. Okay, letting everything in before I freeze the time. So the mistake I made the last time was not doing that, so might as well do it now. It's not a big mistake, but it's a mistake nonetheless. Okay, and we are ready to loop. I don't think there's anything else. There is not. Okay. So So I want to sacrifice both weapons again, and then... I'm gonna let that Incinerator move. I don't want to hit the Isopod by accident, so there we go. Okay. Isopod's bottom left, movement speed's top middle. Where is homing bullets, so I don't make that mistake again? Oh, it's by the Isopod. Okay. Just gonna get rid of as many garbage things and one-ofs as I can. So that top area is looking pretty nice to clean out. I just want to get rid of those. I want to hit that bomb boot at some point. Good. I want to hit that urn boot. It's a good one too. Nice. We'll just keep that up, try to clear this area. It's actually pretty hard to control at this point because of how fast it spins, but succeeding this is mandatory to keeping a run alive. Okay, really good so far. Just gotta keep it up. I do want to hit that red hand. Okay, perfect. Ideally that blue hand too, but if it doesn't happen, that's fine. That turret was really good. Nice! That was about as perfect as it gets. I missed 2 things that I could see that would have slightly improved the run. But I basically didn't lose power scaling from that. So out of the 23 things that I lost, I'll gain more than that back. So that was a good loop, basically. We gained a little bit of power, which is hard to do at high loops right now. There's going to be a point where I'm inevitably going to start losing power, but that's probably more into like the loop 30 to 40 range, and I don't know if I'll survive that long, so we'll see when it comes. But yeah, for now, that was just really a test recording to see if this worked. I hope you liked seeing whatever the hell it is at high loops in this game, because I think it's a fun time. It's pretty exciting stuff. Thank you if you've watched it all the way, and have a great day.